Yo guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time I'm reviewing Transformers The Last Night Berserker. And you know what? For the heck of it, I got the box right beside me, so why don't I start doing these reviews with the box beside it? That would be cool. So anyways, this is Berserker, and a lot of people were warning me about this toy, saying, oh god, it's a terrible toy, it's so fiddly and whatnot. It's a pain in the ass to transform. Oh my god, Brian, just don't get this toy. It's bad. You'll regret it. It's terrible. And I decided to buy it anyways. So I bought it and I was thinking, okay, well, I wanted to add another Decepticon. At least the robot mode looks cool and I'm fine with that. So I decided, you know what? I might as well get it. And to be honest, I don't know if it's just mine or I'm being patient with it, but I actually think that Berserker is pretty cool. I actually really like this toy. Not a perfect toy, and I completely understand where people are coming from when they hate this toy, but if I have to be honest, I actually really do like this toy. So let's take a look at Berserker here. Now, he transforms into a Chevy Suburban, and if you guys are wondering if he transforms into this in the movie, no, because he's in the movie for like less than 10 seconds for some joke, I guess. I'm not really sure why they decided to put Berserker in. I'm not even sure if I really understand the joke. I don't really understand why they decided to make a toy out of this guy, but not some of the other Decepticons. I don't know, but Berserker is still kind of cool. I do like him. So, he's got the Decepticon logos on the side. I think the paint job, for the most part at least, is alright, but I just don't like the blue windows. I don't think it really works. I like the black windows from the Crankcase toy more so than this, and the reason why I bring up Crankcase is because Berserker in the movie uses the same design model as this guy, or sorry, Berserker uses the same model as Crankcase. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I have Crankcase. I don't have him in the alt mode. I have him in robot mode. I don't even want to transform him right now. So, I will do a comparison later on. But anyways, I just don't like the blue windows for this mode and then going into the next mode. So, anyways, with that said, I like the white lights. I think that's pretty cool. The red is kind of pinkish, but I think it's fine. And at least he has some paint on the back, like the Chevy logo and the lights, which is pretty cool. I do like that. He's a significantly small deluxe toy, compared to the other Transformers toys. Like, he should be a bigger truck, a bigger van. But considering his transformation and all that, he transforms into a more compact vehicle. I do understand that. I'm not really complaining about that. I don't really compare my Transformers toys in the vehicle modes too often, at least for display. I know some other people do, but it's not a big deal. I just want the robot modes to be in a somewhat okay scale, and that's fine. You know, Berserker works for that. So anyways, he does roll, which is very good. You do have the weapons on the bottom, which is very nice. I love the fact that he's got storage, and I love these weapons too. This is something that I wanted them to do with Crankcase, but they never did, and finally we got him with Berserker. These spike weapons, oh, I love them. They're awesome. And you can plug them onto the side. There's a little gap right there, and you can attach that using that hook tab thing. I'm not going to do that right now. Another thing that I'm going to complain about is this little tab right here. I wish that was in black, because that would really help the alt mode. So, not a lot of things to complain about for the alt mode, except for one more thing. Is when you transform him, you have to be patient, especially going into alt mode. Now, some of your toys, some of your versions of Berserker may vary compared to mine. Mine seems to transform okay for the most part. Like, I could get it into the alt mode and be slim and fine and whatnot one day, and then the next day it's kind of a mess, and I can't really get... Mostly this section right here has a gap that sometimes if I get one thing wrong, it's a huge gap, or it's just a small tiny gap that is fine. I don't really understand what's going on with that, but I think this figure needs a few more tabs to really get it to work. because right now it's hard to explain, but I just wish there were more tabs on this toy to really fix up the panel lines, because when you pick this up and squeeze it, you can feel all the pieces moving around and getting out of place and whatnot, so I don't like that. But as far as Berserker in alt mode, when you get everything right, he's fine. Now, the transformation is cool, in a way. I don't know, there's just something I like about the backpack. I like how it all folds together. Let's go ahead and jump into the transformation. And actually, if you want to see a comparison, here he is in robot mode. So there you go. There we have that. So anyways, moving on from that, let's go ahead and transform the guy. So, to start off, what I like to do is open up the front like so. It's on a double joint. The next what I like to do is open up these side bits like so. And there we go. And then move this up and out of the way. And you could also fold that down. Then what I like to do is untab the legs like so. And bring them down like so. There is a waist joint or a crunch or something like that you move back. Next, what you want to do is rotate the legs like so. Flip out the heel. Move this part of the leg forward, and then move this back like so. Next, what you want to do is open up this section, move this out of place, and take the arms and bring them down like so, just to get them out of the way. Next, what you want to do is open this up completely, and on this section right here, you want to fold that down, and then on this section right here, you want to fold that down, and there's a couple of tab gaps right there, then a couple of tabs right here that you want to, they don't really plug into place too well, but it's just to sit everything together. And then fold that back up, and this bumper piece actually helps to hold that in place. Next, what you want to do is bend the elbow forward, untab the little claw bit, and rotate that up. Rotate the fist around, and close that section around. Do the same thing to the other side now. I don't know if this is just on mine, but this side window section seems to tab off pretty easily. Not so much this side. In fact, I actually tried to pop this section off, and it wouldn't. This door section right here just doesn't seem, or side panel, whatever you want to call it, doesn't seem to want to pop off. But this side does. But I guess I did something right, because it doesn't do that anymore. In fact, it's on there pretty well now, so I don't really understand what's going on with that. And then for the head, you can move that forward a bit. It's on a double joint if you want. And that is Berserker in his robot mode. And I gotta tell you, in person, he's actually not that bad. I love the red, I love the orange, but I'm not a fan of the blue on the arms. I don't think it really works. The gray, surprisingly enough, really works. And that was actually the thing that I was really complaining about. I did not like the gray to start, but finally getting the toy, I actually really do like the gray. The red on this toy is accurate to the on-screen version, at least from what I can remember, so that's good. And he still continues to have the dreads, which I love that. I love the molding on the head. I think it's awesome. In fact, I think it might be better than the crankcase one. And I love his aesthetic too. I think his aesthetic overall, especially with the legs, because they actually have that chicken leg effect, really works for this guy. I think this guy is a step up compared to the crankcase toy. Comparing him to Crankcase is a little bit taller, I think, though you can make this guy taller too, so that doesn't really matter. But I just like the look of this guy more. Now, one of the things that this guy has over this is the claws. I actually like the claws on this a little bit more than this, but I really do like these claws too. I think that those really work for Berserker, but there's something I like, something charming about the claws up here that I really do like. I don't know, maybe it's because when you transform it into the alt mode, you can use those as like little pinchers for the car, which I really do like. But other than that, I like Berserker a little bit more. Just something about him. I like the transformation, I like what they're going for, especially with the backpack. It could have been done better, but honestly, I'm having fun with the transformation. I just need to be patient with it, which I am, and there we go. And I love the molding too. The paintwork, for the most part, is really good. And I love the weapons too. Oh, I'm so glad we have these. These are awesome. You can hook them onto the back if you want, or you can plug them underneath his arm, like so. Or you can get them to hold the weapons, which I love. You gotta keep the hook. There's this gap right in the hand, right there, between the thumb and the finger. And you want that little hook thing to go in between that. And you just move that down. And there you go. There's his little spike thingies. And I love that. Oh, I love that. No real light piping from what I'm seeing, but to be honest, that's fine. I like the creepy look of the head. I believe the eyes are painted. Yes, they're just little dots and they look so cool. Just honestly, I like Berserker. I totally understand why people wouldn't like Berserker. I totally get it. But my version of Berserker seems to be fine for the most part, and I actually really do like the toy. So, that's mainly just me. Your mileage may vary on this toy, but to be honest, I do like him. So with that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.